A sun god or sun goddess does give us that golden glow, but it also gives us some unwanted side effects. Morgan Gale is with us to explain those brown spots and to tell us how Physicians Laser Center can help to erase them. Morgan, thanks for being with us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Morgan, what exactly is a brown spot?
Brown spot is just a way that the body sort of shows its age. In other words, you know, as age comes about, as you get exposed to sun, you get sunburns, the body produces extra melanin, and that melanin sort of surfaces on the surface of the skin as a sunspot or a brown spot, or, you know, depending on whatever you want to call it, a freckle when you're a little kid.
So who gets sunspots? Is there anyone that's more prone to it than another?
Everybody can really get brown spots. Some ethnic cultures obviously will tend to tan more evenly than others, but in general, prolonged sun exposure and age tend to result in discolorations, which are seen as sunspots or brown spots.
Is there anything we can do to alleviate them before they happen?
Unfortunately, not really. I mean, obviously sunscreen is going to help, but over the years of getting sun exposure and age, you tend to produce sunspots just naturally.
So even if we use sunscreen, we now have brown spots. What can we do?
Pretty much the best thing that you can do, obviously, is laser treatment. Now, there's a lot of different types of laser treatment out there. We offer a few different ones here at Physicians Laser Center, starting with kind of the least aggressive, which would be your intense pulse light treatment. That treatment is going to you know, break down the sunspots very gradually. Typically you need 4 or 5 treatments in succession to get rid of them, but they usually just darken and flake off the skin. A lot of people like that treatment because you can really just go right back to work. There's no downtime. You don't really notice the spots any more so than before. They just flake off as time goes by.
What are some of the different procedures?
So some of the different procedures that we offer here basically vary in terms of their intensity. So a low intensity procedure is one like intense pulse light. Intense pulse light is great because it just treats a broad area. You can get rid of a lot of sunspots at the same time. What happens is the laser energy is absorbed by the spot and it just kind of darkens and flakes off. There's no aftercare. You just basically get the treatment done, the spots darken a little bit, and then flake off. The only thing about that procedure is that because it's so low intensity, you do need to do it 4 or 5 times to really get rid of all the brown spots that you're trying to treat. And then as you kind of go up the intensity scale, so to speak, you know, there are treatments where I can get rid of the spots in 1 or 2 treatments, but those typically have some type of scabbing associated with them, where the brown spot turns into a scab, the scab falls off, and then afterwards the skin underneath is pink, like you would have underneath any other type of scab, and that just sort of fades to your normal skin tone.
Does it hurt?
It kind of feels like a rubber band snapping on the skin, so it's really not that uncomfortable, and it tends to take a very short period of time. Most people can do it in about 15 or 20 minutes for a full face.
What can we expect after treatment?
After treatment, the skin should be much more even in terms of its color and tone. You should notice that a lot of the brown spots have obviously flaked off or fallen off, and you just have kind of a nice even tone to your skin like you did when you were younger.
And what should we do to maintain our new skin after?
After treatment, definitely sunscreen is very important. Apply at least every 2 hours, because keep in mind, every 2 hours, even though you have a high SPF, it's going to just naturally absorb completely into the skin, and then your skin is going to be as if it did not have the protection in the first place. So you do need to remember, if you're going to be out all day, reapply the sunscreen every 2 hours.
So if you do plan to take advantage of the summer sun, don't forget your sunscreen, and don't forget to come and visit Morgan Gale and his wonderful staff here at Physicians Laser Center at any of their 4 locations in the Metro DC area. More Let's Talk Live coming up.